Well, if the system is allowed to function as it wants to, you can get usually the full range of flow rates that you've asked for. So let's just say you have it set at 4 mLs per second. If you press a little bit, you'll get 1 ml per second. You push a little more, you'll get 2, and so on. And a full compression of the handpiece is going to give you about 4 mLs per second. If you decide, you know what, I don't want to have the syringe develop that much pressure, then in that case you can reduce the pressure maximum on the screen. But remember, you might not get the flow rate, because you've got to have a certain amount of pressure in that syringe to get a certain flow rate. And if your catheter is really small and you want a flow rate that's a little bit higher, and you set the pressure limit down, there's a good chance that the machine is going to pressure limit you. And I should say there's 2 ways to pressure limit. Right, so we do it in 2 ways. One is in anticipation of a kink in the catheter where there's a very sharp rise in pressure. As soon as you start to inject, the pressure goes up a lot. In that case, the system just shuts off. But there's another one called the soft limit. And the soft limit is intended for instances where the pressure that you've set is too low to give the kind of injection volume or flow rate that you want to get, given the catheter system you're using. And so it will softly limit the flow rate to keep it under the pressure. So let's just say, for example, you have a flow rate, you want a 4 ml per minute flow rate. And you've set the pressure limit at 200 psi, and it's a 4 French catheter. Well, it's not possible to give 4 mLs per second through a 4 French catheter at 200 psi. It's just not physically possible to do it. So what the machine will do as you begin your injection is it will hold your rate, let's say at 2 mLs per second, which is what you might get with a 200 psi limit. So that's a soft limit. So we have these 2 limits, the hard limit and the soft limit, and which one you get kind of depends on how far over the speed limit you've gone.